When Alicia mentioned she'd be in New York for a week, I didn't think twice. It was Sonia's cousin's wedding, she explained, waving her phone casually while tossing outfits into a half-zipped suitcase. Big deal black tie. Several functions. Be gone till Sunday. Sounds hectic, I replied, leaning against the frame. Want me to take you to the airport? Her smile flashed too quickly. Yeah, that'd help. Early flight. First I brushed it off. But over the next few days things shifted. A silk dress appeared, tag untouched. Fresh manicure, though she always claimed salons were a waste. Then came the late turns. Her phone glued to her hand. Screen flipped down on the table. Passcode changed. She once laughed at something. Saw me watching, then fell silent. Pretended not to notice. People reveal more when you don't chase. Crack showed when she left her tablet charging on the counter. Notifications slid across the screen by themselves. I didn't need pry. The name stung instantly. Caleb Morgan. Her ex. The one she swore was long. He was engaged now. His fiancée, Jessica Lynn, had flooded social media with their engagement photos just last month. A grand Manhattan wedding planned. I scrolled further. Can't wait to see you in the city, Alicia wrote. Jessica thinks I'm busy with work all week. We'll have plenty of time, he replied. I'll book the room beside yours just like before. Captured everything: chats, tickets, hotel, confirmation near Central Park. Then sent it all to myself, erased the traces from her device and cleared the previews. Wouldn't suspect I'd seen it. That night, Alicia hummed while packing. It'll be great, she said. Sonia and I barely get time together. I kissed her forehead, drove her at dawn, and watched her vanish through security. She thought she was leaving with a secret. Already had the truth. The drive back was silent. My mind kept circling Jessica Lynn, preparing to marry a man wrapped in lies. If it were me, I'd want someone to warn me. By the time I pulled into the garage, I had a plan. My desk, I opened the folder. Messages between Alicia and Caleb stretched 2 months. Teasing, reminiscing, quiet plans. He wrote, Jessica doesn't excite me the way you do. She answered, you'll see once we're in New York. I bundled it all into a clean album. Screenshots, flights, hotel bookings, undeniable proof. And I locked it behind a password and titled it plainly, Read Before Saturday. I generated a QR code, printed it onto thick white card, and wrote on the back, View privately. Before your ceremony. You deserve truth. From someone who thinks you should know. No name. It wasn't about me. Next came delivery. I hired a local courier, paid extra for discreet same-day service, gave strict instructions. Sealed envelope. Signature required, photo confirmation. 2 hours later my email pinged. Signed by J. Allen. The package was in her hands. I shut the laptop, cracked a beer, and placed my phone face down. What happened next wasn't mine to control. Alicia was in New York feeling clever. Caleb rehearsing for vows he didn't want. Jessica holding the truth. And me waiting for fallout. The first call came after 9 that night. Then again 10 minutes later. Voicemails. All from Alicia. I ignored them until the 5th. Her voice was strained. Tony, you've ruined everything. Jessica got something. Pictures. Caleb's parents are furious. Do you know what you've done? Humiliated everyone for what? Jealousy. Spite. Me back. Another voicemail, sharper. Weren't doing anything. Just talking. You're insane. You enjoy wrecking lives. I poured another drink and let it ring. By midnight the weight built. Finally. Picked up. Alicia, I said. He fired back. Tony, listen, this isn't what you think. Caleb and I, we're just friends. Needed closure. Closure with adjoining hotel rooms. Yes. Silence. Then you went through my tablet. That's a violation of privacy. And lying for weeks isn't. You don't understand. Then explain. Her tone softened. He's marrying Jessica. For business. He doesn't love her. He needed me. And you needed him too. Another pause. Then she snapped. You didn't have to ruin their wedding. Was cruel. Breathe slow. I didn't ruin anything. I gave the bride truth. What she chose was hers. Her breath stuttered through the line, then silence. The next morning, a call from a New York number. I almost declined but answered. Is this Tony? The voice was steady. Yes. This is Jessica Lynn. Sat up. Jessica, she cut in. I don't need an apology. I just want to know how long it's been. Direct, sharp. I respected that. From what I saw, I said carefully. 2 months, maybe more. Meeting behind your The hotel wasn't the first clue. He paused. I suspected. He's been distant for weeks. But hearing it out loud still hurts. I'm sorry, I said, voice steady. I figured you'd want the truth before vows were made. You figured right, Jessica answered. The ceremony's cancelled. I've already called the vendors. My parents are upset. His family's enraged. But better to deal with chaos now than a lifetime of lies. Her calm shook me more than Alicia's shouting ever had. One more thing, Tony, she added. Get yourself tested. If Alicia lied this easily, don't assume she's been careful. The words landed harder than expected. I rubbed my face. Yeah, I'll take care of it. For what it's worth, she said. You did the right thing. Harsh timing, but right. Don't let her twist it otherwise. I nodded, though she couldn't see. Take care, Jessica. You too. She ended the call. I set the phone down, staring at the wall. Alicia called me insane, vindictive, controlling. Jessica saw it as a warning passed on in time. For the first moment since opening that tablet, I felt relief. Alicia returned sooner than expected. 3 days after Jessica's call, pounding rattled the door. I opened it to find Alicia with her brother, Victor Reeves, and Naomi Chin, a co-worker. Alicia's face was blotchy, eyes raw from crying. Victor's jaw was locked, ready for a fight. You changed the locks. Alicia snapped. Wednesday, I said. Didn't want strangers walking in. This is my home, she shot back. Was, I corrected. Victor stepped forward, shoulders squared. You can't just kick her out. That's illegal. She has rights. I handed him an envelope. Termination notice. Dated. Receipts for storage. It's all legal. Her things are in Unit 421, 5th Street. Here's the key. Naomi, phone in hand like she was documenting, spoke gently. Tony, maybe talk inside. Work this out like adults. No thanks, I said. Alicia trembled. You can't just erase me like this. You erased us when you boarded that plane, I replied. Victor's voice rose. You're humiliating her after everything she's done for you. Everything. Cut in. She lied about where she went, who she was with, and how long it lasted. I'm not covering anymore. Naomi shifted uneasily. Maybe we should. Don't, Alicia snapped. He wants to look noble. He's not. He's spiteful. He ruined a wedding just to punish me. I shook my head. No, Alicia. Caleb ruined it when he tried to keep you while promising Jessica forever. All I did was end the lie. Victor glared, cracks showing. Naomi edged back toward the elevator. The standoff ended with Victor muttering about lawyers and Naomi hurrying away. I shut the door and leaned against it. The next morning, my phone buzzed with payment requests. $850 for moving costs, $300 for emotional distress, $1,200 rent reimbursement, $150 for therapy. Each came with sarcastic notes. I declined them all with short replies. Your choice. Your responsibility. By the third, I'd had enough. I pulled banking records. 6 months of rent showed the truth. The apartment was $2,600. Alicia had been sending $700, sometimes less, while claiming half. I'd been covering nearly $2,000 each month. Thinking she was growing her freelance design career, I found empty invoices, fake meetings, long lunches. She wasn't building a business. She was leaning on me. That evening she texted, "This isn't fair. I invested so much. I deserve something back." I typed, "You invested lies. That's all you gave." No reply, but her social media lit up. Selfies captioned with healing journeys, quotes about toxic men, brunch photos with Sonia tagged. No Caleb. No New York. Just curated innocence. Meanwhile I cut ties. Closed joint accounts, switched utilities. Alicia wanted sympathy, validation, money. Gave nothing. A week later, an email came from Caleb Morgan. Subject: "You didn't have to do this." Paragraphs of excuses. How I misread things, how his bond with Alicia was special, how I destroyed something beautiful. I read once, replied with one line. "If it was beautiful, why were you marrying Jessica?" Closed. He never answered. The fallout spread. Jessica posted a short statement. Wedding cancelled, guests invited to a farewell brunch. Photos appeared of her with parents. Calm, steady amid chaos. Then Victor called bargaining. "Tony, Alicia's struggling. She can't keep paying storage. Extend the deadline till she's stable." "The unit's paid for the month," I said. "After that it's hers." "You're cold, man." "No," I told him. "I'm done being her safety net." He hung up. The apartment felt larger. Quiet, orderly. For the first time in weeks, I wasn't chasing lies or second-guessing late texts. Alicia wanted New York to be her secret escape. Instead, it became her downfall. 3 weeks later, Jessica texted. Simple. "Thank you. I ended it for good. Kept your note. A reminder to trust myself. Wishing you better things." I stared at it. No bitterness. Just clarity. Alicia tried once more late Tuesday. "Tony, can we talk? Just talk." I ignored it. The storage lease was already in her name. Her boxes weren't mine. Instead, I ordered Thai, the kind she hated, and turned up the game. The place felt new, not because I moved, but because her lies were gone with her luggage. She claimed she was building something, with work, with me, with her future. But she built illusions. An online image, a safety net at home, a secret plan with Caleb. She thought she could juggle it all and still walk down an aisle. That illusion cracked when I slipped Jessica the envelope. My phone pinged one last time. Request from Alicia. $25 for dinner since you left me with nothing. I declined. Added. You still have everything you chose. Live with it. Then blocked her. I leaned back on the couch, drink in hand, remembering the moment she stood in our kitchen, suitcase half open, saying, "I'm going to a wedding in New York for a week." Back then she thought I was blind. Now she was the one locked out, exposed. The truth cost her a fantasy, a plan, and a home. Gave me something else. And stripped of lies, peace is worth more than anything she ever promised.